Hey everyone, this is Saito, and we are back again at talking about voice actors in Hoyoverse games. I don't even know how many videos I made about voice actors dramas, but this is going to be another one of them, because in the version 2.7 of Star Rail, we can hear that so many characters have no voices, and also that another voice actress has been replaced. So I will tell you everything that we know for now. But before that, please consider to subscribe, because we are almost at 200 subs, and it will be amazing to get them before 2025. And if that happens, I will make a special video about Genshin, so I'm sure that it's gonna be worth it. So recently, the version 2.7 has been released on Honkai Star Rail, and this one is focused on Sunday, because he has been probably like the most hyped character in the whole of Star Rail. I think him and Fireplay have been the most important characters for the audience, so this version is like the most important one for him, where he decides to go on a new adventure and all of that, and this also includes the final goodbye to his sister, which is Robin. Now you'll be surprised when you find out that Robin does not have a voice in this version. So in the whole final quest, which is supposed to be like very emotional, Robin is going to be completely muted and Sunday will be like talking to himself. It's actually so fucking funny how they did this, because it's like the most important quest for him of all time and Robin is just not talking. So that's very funny, but also Asta, Himeko, Danhang, and both the main characters do not have a voice in this version. This is also something that we don't know a reason for, because the game just says that because of scheduling issues, some English voice actors will not have their voices in this version, and their voices will just be added in future updates. So I guess there's that. Maybe it was not like a good move to do this during like the final chapter of Sunday, I guess. Like if it was another character, I might get it because they are way less important and the community will not make such a fuss about it. But when it's like the most hyped character for the community, I guess that now people will just don't understand why. But also Ting Yun did change her voice. I thought it was just a new voice for Fugue because she was particularly important. So like the new voice was only for Fugue and the normal Ting Yun will just have the normal voice. But nope, the voice actress just took over and got the 4-star too. And I don't understand why, especially because this has happened so many times already. In case you don't know, in Star Rail many characters have been replaced over the time. For example, Huohu and Mr. Tail, Moza because of some scandal, and Argenti got replaced by Markiplier. And still we don't know the reasons behind this, apart from Moza of course. So I'm not sure what's going on, because I don't get why, because these voices are just fine. Like they're not particularly good, they're not particularly bad either, they're just there. I don't really hear of people complaining about them like being particularly bad as voices. I just find them normal, like they're fine. Maybe it has to do with the contracts, because I don't think it's just a coincidence that so many characters have been replaced over the time, because that's a huge amount of characters, like it's not normal. Now I don't think that Danhang, Himeko, Asta and the main character especially will change the voice actors, like I don't think that will happen. I feel like the lack of voice there is just a miscalculation, but just the fact that another voice actress has been replaced, it's also very weird, because I said this last time and I will say this again, it's very weird that all of these characters keep getting changed. Like I'm not sure how safe the role of the voice actor is when you are doing this job, because you might just get replaced every time. And I don't see this happening very often in other games. Like I don't think that Genshin changed their voices over the time like this much. Like I remember Genshin changing like 4 voices in total, and one of them was Tainari, the other one was cheating on his wife. I also remember Lisa and Barbara, but their voices got changed just at the start of the game, so it was not like after so much time. But on Star Rail I see this happening very often, just voices keep getting changed and changed for no reason apparently. I don't feel like this is happening because of the strike that Genshin had to deal with, also because Genshin finally fixed it, but still I get why the game is not like giving any kind of information about it, because I get it, it's kind of personal, but it is very weird that all of these voices are still getting changed over and over again. And also because changing many voice actors will just make the community less attached to them, and I feel like that's a very important aspect, because for many players this game are only focused on like mainly the characters. Sometimes only the characters are way better than the gameplay, so that you just play the game because of the characters. You might not like the gameplay, but the characters are so good that you keep playing the game anyway. So if these games aim for players to be attached to them, this is not a very good choice, because many people oftentimes really like voice actors. Like I do have a friend that recently got a flight to go to the UK to meet the voice actor of Sino, so this happens. Relationships with the voice actors are very important, so if they just keep leaving your game, you can't really get attached to that. I can't imagine that this won't keep happening, because they keep doing this for absolutely no reason apparently. And also something very weird is that, for example, with Huohu and Mr. Tail, the voices are very similar. It's like they barely want you to know that the voices have been changed, so why they're even doing this? Maybe it's some problems with the voice actors, but when it's like a 6 in a row, then it's not really a problem. At least not a problem with the voice actors. I don't know what kind of maybe background check they do or something like that. Like I really don't understand why they keep doing this. They just ruin the stuff for the voice actors, they ruin the opinions of the community, they just keep adding new voices that will need more time to like resonate with the audience. Many people, for example, example, much preferred the old Argenti, me too. Like, the old Argenti voice was actually very nice. And also, I do believe that many people sometimes just pull for a character based on their voices. Like, it's not uncommon, like many people pull for the characters because of their aesthetics, because of the gameplay, maybe the behavior, but the voice is also very important. For example, I did really like the voice of the first Tighnari. Now, I'm not saying that they should keep the voice of a pedophile, but Tighnari is an exception. Like, if I did like Argenti, but then I found out that they just changed the voice, I might not pull for him anymore, and same goes for many other people. You ruin the sales, you ruin the community, and from what I know, at least what I believe, is that these people don't give a shit about anything but money. So if you ruin the pools and also people spending money, then it's not really a good choice. And also, yes, I have to say this, I have never seen this happening on Wuthering Waves. At least from what I know, you can correct me in the comments, but I don't think they ever changed the voice actor there. Like, the only voices that they changed were the ones in the beta, and that's normal. And it was a good choice because you don't want to hear the old Linian's voice. So that's normal, and same goes for like Lisa and Barbara on Genshin, but then why is Star Rail the only game doing this? Also because, at least personally, I believe that Star Rail is probably the game right now in this genre that is like the most focused on characters developments and relationship with the community, because the gameplay is kind of lacking. It's not really an open world game, the exploration is what it is, but the characters are well designed, they have an important backstory and all of that. Same goes for the lore, I actually really like the Eons lore, like it's very cool. And also because Genshin and Wuthering Waves are games that are like very open, that you can do so much stuff in the game, while most of the gameplay on Star Rail is just a turn-based game, so you can't even move much, like you can't even jump. So why is a game that is focused on characters, relationships, and many aspects of the community constantly changing voice actors? Like, it does not seem like a great move to me. So I hope that this won't happen again in the future, and I hope that they will just keep these voice actors, but I will not be surprised if they kept changing voice actors, because that is what happened for so much time. And these things are still happening, so I don't really imagine that they will stop doing this. And that's it for the video. If we find out a reason for why they keep doing this, then maybe I will make another video about this stuff, but for now this is everything that I know. So if you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe, because we are almost at 200 subs, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!